Hello, philosophers. Welcome to your final week where we study Descartes for one last time, reading his meditation number 3, and produce our final paper. By the end of this week, because you will be studying Descartes' meditation number 3, you will be able to evaluate the ontological argument for the existence of God. René Descartes is not the first one to give this argument for God's existence, but he is one of the more famous ones, and it's very simply put into standard form, so it's easy for you and I to engage with it. And I think most of you probably care about the conclusion to the argument, whether or not it is possible to prove God's existence or not. And also, you're going to, and this is a writing objective, not a content objective, reevaluate one of your 2 short papers in the writing and expansion of your revised final paper, and I'll say more about that in a bit. So in order to accomplish this, you should begin working on your final paper immediately on Monday. Set time aside to study Meditation Book 3, which, as you probably discovered last week, are not difficult to read. As you do so, answer the journal reading questions and study the written lecture on the ontological argument so that by Wednesday you can begin posting on the discussion board. Now for this week's discussion board, I would expect you to start on start on Wednesday and continue, perhaps into Saturday morning if you'd like. It is the only discussion board, and I don't want you working over the weekend because you'll be writing your paper. So feel free to finish up by Saturday with those 3 posts. You'll also need to complete the online course evaluation survey, and then I have a final written lecture for you which will open on Wednesday, and it will help you with the discussion board. So those written lectures and the text are found, of course, in the lectures and resources section. This is the first written lecture, and then the second written lecture will be available to you on Thursday morning. It opens Wednesday night, late Wednesday night. And the assignments, as usual, are found in the assignments folder. I put the assignment sheet for the final paper first, which you had a chance to look at in week 7. The reading questions are there, as well as the discussion board on the ontological argument. Now, one word about the term paper. One word of warning. Do not submit to me a paper which is clearly the same paper as your earlier paper, albeit with 1 or 2 extra paragraphs. If you scored something less than you would like, especially on the analysis and critical thinking section, you need to fundamentally reconsider your argument. That means that you're going to have to rewrite paragraphs. That means you're going to have to delete paragraphs. If they were less than good the first time, don't stick with them. Don't feel like they have to stay there. Delete them, okay? And reconsider your argument again and carefully construct the argument again. Use good pre-write strategies, outline properly, and then come in with your best valid and sound argument. I'm going to evaluate this more stringently or more carefully than I even did the first 2 short papers. So make sure that your argument is good. Make sure it is valid. Make sure it is sound. Nothing else is going to earn high scores in that respect. Of course, as always, if you have any questions, please ask me beforehand. Do not wait until Sunday night, as at that point it is grade time, and that will be it will be too late by that point. All right.